Hi team, my name is Sean Hensler and I am going to talk to you today about the Hensler Bone Collector. It's a very quick and easy device that can be used for your fusion surgeries when decompressions are being done. Using generally bone rongeurs, which includes keratins, lexels, or even curettes. For this presentation we're going to use balsa board as the lamina. It's thin, and after you drill it down to a thin layer and you're using the keratin, this will show well how the bone collector works. So the bone collector is a very simple to use device. It's made up of two parts. You have an 80 cc container, same as a bone press, and you have the press top itself. It is made up of multiple tensile strength molded ends that would actually brush off the keratin, and there's these forward teeth that will capture and be able to clear the keratin or the lexel either on the way in or on the way out. So the action of using the Hensler Bone Collector is very simple. When the surgeon is taking his laminar bites with the keratin, as it's being handed over to be cleared from the scrub tech, this is what they're going to hold. So essentially the surgeon will take their bite and you're going to go in. I'm just going to go like, it's very in and out. You just take a bite, in, out, cleared. Another bite, in, out, cleared, every time. Go in, and then scrape it along the top. Go in, scrape it along the top. So after the decompression or the use of the keratin is complete, you can go ahead and open this up. You will see that all of the laminar chips will be kept all nicely kept together. They won't be strewn all over the mayo, on the ground, on the patient, everywhere, and you'll be able to add this to the bone press bone, synthetic bone, what have you, which will give you the added scaffolding that would be very optimal for your fusion. By being able to collect all of these laminar chips, these bone chips, there is strong clinical data that the addition of this bone to, let's say, bone press bone, alternative bone, will add to the scaffolding required for both osteoconduction, osteoinduction, and osteogenesis. And because this bone is already formed and it has the 3 O's already, it will add to the integrity of the fusion that you come to expect. The use of the bone collector can be used in two capacities. The first way, of course, is to utilize it with the bone press. You'll use this independent of the press. It does have a completely different action. It will clear the keratins, lexels, keep the bone chips, and add them to your fusion matrix. The advent of this device came shortly after the bone press was conceptualized, as I actually cut my own glove clearing a keratin with my own fingers as I was working under the scope trying to get the keratin back. After that, obviously, gloves were changed out, everything was changed out, everything was fine, but that problem had to be remedied. So the bone collector is that remedy. It allows you to clear the keratin and allows you to do it safely and effectively, and allows you to keep the bone for fusion operations to add to your stockpile of bone, saving significant cost. Its value proposition is very high, and the scaffolding that is utilized for the fusion operation is optimized. Thank you again for watching this. I hope it was helpful. The bone collector is a phenomenal device, but it does have a few nuances that can render it very difficult to use, believe it or not. So it's just important that, again, you go in and you actually scrape along the top. As long as you do that every time, it'll work every time. If you're going in an angle and coming back out in an angle, it will not work. So you must be able to utilize the innovation in the top. I know it'll be very helpful for your cases and for your patients, and thank you again for your time. And I look forward to tomorrow's series where I'll be talking about a different device specifically for T-lifts called the KG1. Thank you again, guys. Be safe and go local.